Good morning. Up and down the coast, from the beaches to the valleys, your morning news starts right now.
Good morning. I'm Elise Martinez. Joe is off today. We begin this morning with a historic day for our nation. The House stands on the precipice of history, poised to impeach President Trump. House Democrats ready to bring their articles of impeachment against President Trump to the floor. Karen Kafa joins us live from Capitol Hill. Good morning, Karen.
In about an hour from now, the House will convene for the day, and not long after that, they will begin 6 hours of floor debate, divided equally among Democrats and Republicans. The final votes later on tonight are expected to fall largely along party lines, but they will still make history. By the end of this day, President Trump could be just the third president in U.S. history to be impeached by the House.
Nearly 3 years into President Trump's first term and nearly 3 months after launching an impeachment inquiry, the House of Representatives is poised to impeach.
We believe this conduct is impeachable and should never take place again under our constitutional system.
As impeachment eve demonstrations took place in cities around the country, the House Rules Committee wrapped an all-day session preparing the full chamber to vote on 2 articles of impeachment. One alleging abuse of power by the president, another obstruction of Congress. President Trump said when the House votes, he won't be watching.
This has been a total sham from the beginning.
On Tuesday afternoon, the president sent this 6-page letter to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, writing, among other accusations, "You do not know, nor do you care, the great damage and hurt you have inflicted upon wonderful and loving members of my family, and more due process was afforded to those accused in the Salem witch trials." House Democratic leaders say they did not arrive at this point without careful consideration.
It's the most solemn undertaking that any member of Congress can have as it relates to our responsibility as a separate and co-equal branch of government.
House Republican leaders expect a strong GOP vote against the articles.
The reason why I know we'll stay united is because the facts are on our side.
Just a short while ago, President Trump tweeted about his impending impeachment today, calling it a terrible thing and saying it should never happen to another president again. President Trump doesn't have much on his public schedule today. We expect to see him for the first time late this afternoon when he departs the White House for a rally in Michigan this evening. Live on Capitol Hill this morning, I'm Karen Kafa. Now back to you.
Thank you so much, Karen. Rallies took place across the country on the eve of the impeachment.
Breaking the law by definition.
You are looking at rallies from Times Square in New York City to Chicago to Los Angeles and San Francisco. Thousands of people gathering to voice their support to impeach the president. These rallies were part of an estimated 600 rallies in cities across the country. Impeachment rallies were also held up and down the Central Coast. This rally in San Luis Obispo was held in front of the courthouse last night. Demonstrators demanding Congress to impeach President Trump. They say he abused his power during his dealings with Ukrainian leaders. But some people were also against impeachment. Similar rallies were held in Santa Maria and Arroyo Grande. People rallied at the Santa Barbara County Courthouse. They also took to the streets. Morning News reporter Tracy Lair takes us there.
He has no right to tell the Congress of the United States that they are not allowed to subpoena him. Who the hell does he think he is?
Pro-impeachment rallies like this one in Santa Barbara are happening from coast to coast.
A gathering of people reminds us that we're not sitting alone at home with our, with our fury or whatever we're feeling.
We wish you a good impeachment. We wish you a good impeachment.
The controversial signs aren't likely to change minds. Trump's supporters continue to stand by the president.
We think that Salud Carbajal and other members of Congress should try to work with President Trump to improve health care and create more jobs and fix Social Security rather than continuing this sham of a so-called impeachment.
Some longtime Republican lawmakers opposed to impeachment supported Bill Clinton's impeachment that led to his acquittal in the Senate in 1999.
We wish you a good impeachment.
People taking part in rallies and marches are well aware an acquittal is expected to happen again in the new year.
If we see evidence of crimes being committed by the president or powers being abused, then it's not about the party, it's not about the person, it's not about their political beliefs. It's about has this person abused their power? And if so, that's what needs to come down to.
And as the holidays approach, people are likely to have loved ones for and against. They can agree to disagree to keep the peace and support the right to free speech. I'm Tracy Lair reporting.
Time now for your first look at the forecast. Let's turn things over to Julia Espinosa in the First Alert Weather Center. Good morning, Julia.
Hey, good Wednesday morning, Elise. Well, we've been talking about a storm all week long. It finally arrives for areas north of Point Conception, and it's bringing very light rain at this hour, but it is enough to cause some wet roads out there, so just have caution while you are driving. You are starting to see it really widespread from Gaviota heading north over San Luis Obispo, and then here's a look at what we have been seeing within the last hour. You can see it's really light rain, seeing less than 1/10 of an inch. For Santa Barbara County and areas down south, the system hasn't approached us. Santa Barbara could see some pop-up showers, not likely. Ventura County, where we're going to be remaining relatively dry. And as far as your temperatures out the door, we'll get that jacket ready. We are looking at another cold start into our day. Santa Barbara right now 51 degrees, Ventura 48, Santa Maria 46. We head towards midday and those temperatures are going to be warming up, but we are going to be below average. I'll have more details coming up shortly. For now, back to you.
Thank you, Julia. See you in a bit. Santa Maria police arrested a man for attempted robbery on a school campus last night. Police responded to reports of a person carrying a handgun and attempting to rob a teen demanding money in the area of Morrison Avenue and Thornburg Street just before 5 o'clock last night. The suspects ran to the Santa Maria High School campus along with another suspect. 18-year-old Jacob Aceves was arrested. An officer found him trying to escape at the south end of the campus. A school employee told the officers that he saw Aceves throw an object near a classroom, and that's what led officers to find the loaded handgun. No word yet on the second suspect. Aceves was booked in the Santa Barbara County Jail, bail set at $50,000. Good Samaritans helped save a man who was stabbed outside a Starbucks in downtown Santa Barbara. Officers said it all started when two men got into a fight around 12:30 in the 800 block of De La Guerra Street. They ended up on the sidewalk near Starbucks, and one of them was stabbed. Police say two downtown ambassadors applied pressure to the man's injuries while waiting for first responders to arrive.
They are responsible for the man potentially surviving this event. So that he didn't bleed out.
I was trained for it, so it didn't catch me off guard. It's new to me because that's never happened here, or for me. But yeah, I don't know, my instinct just kicked in.
And that man says he's a Santa Barbara Police Explorer and received training through that program. The man suspected in the stabbing has not been arrested. A major marijuana bust in Santa Barbara County. The sheriff's office seized more than $1 million worth of cannabis and other cannabis-related products from a property in the Lompoc area at a 102-acre piece of land on Sabata Canyon Road. Investigators say it was an illegal marijuana grow and the growers didn't have proper licensing. They could face charges of illegal growing and falsifying records. Former President George W. Bush was in Montecito for a private event last night. The Turner Foundation's 60th anniversary event happened at the Rosewood Miramar Hotel. The former president has a relationship with the Turner family. We were not allowed to record video during his speech. The 43rd president spoke about his viral moment when he shared an Altoid with Michelle Obama. He also talked about the current political climate and his experience before and after the 9/11 attacks. He encouraged attendees to express their opinions at the ballot box. The fund raised from last night's event benefit the Turner Foundation. The foundation provides housing to low-income families here in Santa Barbara. It's 5:08, still ahead this morning. Students and volunteers help a Santa Ynez program prepare Christmas gift baskets. We'll show you what the program does to make other kids happy. And the Pacifica High Tritons celebrating their victory, how the County of Ventura honored these athletes.
And good news for drivers on this Wednesday morning. Highways are looking clear. No traffic accidents to report, but expect the usual delay near Carpinteria. And a heads up for all drivers heading from North Point of Conception, as we are going to be seeing wet roads this morning. From Santa Barbara to Ventura, taking you 24 minutes. Have a safe drive. We'll be right back after this.
Live, Joe Butita, Elise Martinez, weather and traffic with Julia Espinosa, and Keith Carls live on scene. This is your morning news.